We're talking to Jim Ashby here at the Monday Night Community Show, all about the useful tips and safety advice relating to Bonfire Night. Jim, what is the
firework code? Well, everybody is probably aware that there's a firework code, and the information that I've given during this evening pretty much touches on all of it. But the firework code itself is a gentle reminder of just how to have a safe November the 5th, or even if you're going to use fireworks during the year, such as New Year's Eve. And the firework code is available quite readily on the World Wide Web, of course, and you can go to the Kent Fire and Rescue website and find the firework code. Or if you want it in paper form, you can come and knock on the fire station door. We've got plenty of literature that gives the firework code if you're going to have a party and you want to hand out some bits and pieces to the kids. The code itself, well, I'll just run through it. It's pretty simple. So we'll start off with sparklers, lighting sparklers one at a time, and always wearing gloves, which is partly what I spoke about earlier. Never give sparklers to a child under the age of 5. And buying fireworks marked with BS 7114. And always follow the instructions on each individual firework and the instructions that come with the box. Lighting fireworks at arm's length using the taper, and don't use a naked light such as matches and lighters. Once lit, stand well back and light one at a time. Don't try and impress your neighbours and the family by setting off a bonanza of fireworks. You'll find yourself coming a cropper simply because you won't have time to get away from the fireworks that you've lit. Never go back to a lit firework. Never put a firework in your pocket. Don't throw fireworks and don't place fireworks in a bonfire during your evening. And keep the pets indoors. I know my family's pet hates the sound of fireworks, and I'm sure most people's do. And just touching that again, just let your neighbours know that you can be having a fireworks party. Just a little bit of notice so that they can keep their pets tucked away. So that's the firework code. It's pretty straightforward and pretty. Most items are common sense really. So just a little bit of planning if you're going to have a fireworks party. Plan ahead. Make sure everybody's going to be safe. We always hear following fireworks night the amount of injuries and accidents that happen up and down the country. So a little bit of forethought is always good. And of course, again, you can come and knock on the fire station door if you've got any questions, or you can ring us at the fire station, which is 583 573. Go to the Kent Fire and Rescue website, which is kent.fire-uk.org. Or simply Google it, and you'll find plenty of information there regarding fireworks and the Kent Fire and Rescue Service in general. Lots of information on the website. If you'd like to ask me any particular questions, you can email me. My personal email address is james.ashby@kent.fire-uk.org. A bit of a mouthful, so that's james.ashby@kent.fire-uk.org. If you've got any particular questions you'd like to ask, anything specific, then you're more than welcome to email me. Or like I say, if you're just passing the fire station, you've got some information you'd like to gather, then just knock on the door. If we're not there, we're out on a fire. But generally there's someone available to take your questions, so knock on the door. We're a community station there to give you any advice that you want, any literature, and of course don't forget your free smoke alarms as well. You can get in contact with us if you haven't got a smoke alarm within the property. And in a month so's time I'll be talking about Christmas fire safety, which is a good time to make sure that you've got a smoke alarm within your property. So we do install free smoke alarms, and you can get a free smoke alarm by ringing 0800 923 7000, or again just knock on the door and we can put you in the right direction for getting your free smoke alarm and free home safety advice in general. So that's your fireworks night. Make sure that everybody has a good time if you're going to have a fireworks party, or the simplest thing, if you think it's a little bit too much, go to an organised event. I know there's plenty of events happening on the island in the next week or so, and I'm sure I know BRFM is giving out information on all the events locally. So something to consider if you're a little bit worried about the kids or your neighbours. Go to a local event. Let someone else take the burden of putting an event together. It's probably a little bit cheaper as well. So something to consider. Go to an organised event rather than trying to put something together in your back garden. So thanks for listening, and I'll be back in a month's time to give some Christmas fire safety advice and just fire safety advice covering winter in general. So I look forward to coming up and giving that advice, Dan.
Jim, I'd like to thank you once again for coming up and speaking to us here at BRFM.
Thanks, Dan. Much appreciated.